Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Falcon Gaming. Something a little bit different today. We are not playing ranked. We are doing the weekly Operation Killer Whale, and as you'll notice, I'm in my tier 6 French premium destroyer, the Aigle, I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, so the French destroyer Aigle was the lead ship of a class of destroyers built for the French Navy during the 1920s. Um, they were very similar to their previous Jeopard class. This is according to Wikipedia, and the only difference being improved machinery with higher pressure boilers, giving it an additional zero point 0.5 knots and a new model 138mm gun with a sliding breech lock, giving it a higher rate of fire. The ships were named after birds, and as with Killer Whale, I'm literally doing this to show those few people that haven't done the operation some of the different PvE stuff. We have covered one of the other missions that I did in my Graph Spree. Today I thought I'd take out the Aigle. I hardly ever play this, and you can see it because I have 0 flags mounted, not even my rank 10 minus 10% to repair cost, none of my speed flags, none of my flooding flags, none of my detonation flags. It comes with a camo, permanent camo, and that obviously gives improved XP, etc. And Operation Killer Whale. Essentially, what you're doing is you're getting into this sort of bay slash harbor, destroying some PvE ships slash NPC ships, for lack of a better term, and then trying to get to a safe area. Now, the safe area can be around B1, and sometimes it's around A8 up in the map, and those are random. So. Not a difficult operation. Quite difficult to 5-star. I've been 5-starring it since it started yesterday, 14th of August, and using the different ships. And I thought, yeah, let me try something different. Let me use my destroyer. Now, in general, I don't like destroyer play. I don't like sitting in smokes. I'm not a big fan of torpedoes. But, yeah, you know what? You're not going to visit and watch the channel if it's always the same ships being played in the same matches. So let's do something different. Right. The Aigle here, tier 6, has 8-kilometer torpedoes, and I spot one of the battleships. There's a cruiser on my left, but the rest of the team is dealing with them. And I spot the enemy destroyer there as well. Immediately get incapacitated. Luckily, I've got what was that? Lost stand on this captain. So, okay, I'm not going to worry too much about that enemy destroyer. I want to get torpedoes off to this big boy, get some damage going. And I got 2 sets of fish in the water, and I smoke up like all good destroyers. Sit in smoke and fire. And the destroyer hits me again. Engine incapacitated. I start a fire. I've got 1 cruiser and another destroyer with me, as you can see, with the white torpedoes. They've all entered my smoke because of the mechanics. Nobody else is spotting them. And here it comes. I think that's a Leander. Torpedo hits. I've got some flooding going. 17,000. Starts another fire. It's all good. It's all good. He's obviously flooding. 21,000 damage already. I see the enemy destroyer is in trouble, so well, let's send some stuff to him. The Leander takes a pop at him. And NPC battleship done. 28,000 damage. I see my engine is still incapacitated. Now wait for the repair. I don't want to use my premium repair kit now. There's a enemy cruiser coming up. Maybe I can send some torpedoes his way. I would need to move out the smoke. And I see the friendly DD with me. I sent some torpedoes his way as well. Okay. It's widespread. Unfortunately, Aigle only has 3 torpedoes per tube, or 3 tubes per salvo, not 5. But it's enough. It's enough. The Anshan obviously takes care of that NPC, and I pop my speed boost. Now, big part of the objective, you can see on the left-hand side, under my River Tuner, destroy enemy forts and stuff. 14 of 18 done already, and those are all the little red round dots in the map. My team is taking care of them. There's some enemy support ships that are going to spawn soon. And destroy all the enemy ships in the base. Now there's 2 battleship class ships here, and those obviously will be our priorities. So make sure 7.2 kilometers. Oh, team has destroyed the enemy forts and onshore facilities. And 7 kilometers. Need to start getting the torpedoes. 2 seconds to reload. 1 second to reload. I go for a narrow spread. I send them and decide hold the narrow spread for this battleship. This one is always anchored, never moving, so it should be a fairly easy hit. And I send a narrow spread. You see the Anshan has sent 6 down and a narrow spread to him as well though. So they're faster than mine, probably going to get it. And I decide, you know what, I've still got a minute of speed boost. Might as well take some shot at the NPC battleship. Of course, being NPCs and wargaming NPCs, these guys always start a fire, always incapacitate an engine. 2 torpedo hits, 1 flooding. Engine incapacitated again. I use my repair kit. I hit 2 torpedoes on the other battleship there, and I get the kill. Now this NPC has used his repair party because he's no longer flooding. And I've got 19 seconds on the torpedoes left. Torpedo tubes incapacitated. I'm now getting really hurt by him. Steering is incapacitated, engine incapacitated. And I got 13 seconds to my repair party. At this point I'm kind of thinking, I'm in shit, I'm probably dead. But luckily the rest of my team are also taking pot shots at him. I've started 2 fires. Started another fire. And finally I see my torpedo tubes are up. And it is time to try and hightail it out of here. These are some of the support ships that you have to try and destroy. They've got 0 armor. See the Bajoni has taken care of that. The Cimarrons, they are the support ships. VIP Friedrich, I don't know that battleship, and we'll see him a little bit later. Now the captain, having lost stand, helps a lot here. Finally, my engine is repaired, and I can start going. So I see where the Anshan is, and I notice, our safe zone we have to get to in this match is up there by A8, which means most of the spawning will happen from around F3 up to B5, if not more. So I asked the Anshan, should we wait for the fleet to move up with us? And in a second he's going to start spamming, he needs help. And I decide, look, I'm going to exit the bay there by D5, D6. Try and turn here without running aground like a total moron. I've got half of my HP left. 82,000 damage, 5 torpedo hits, 2 flooding. Should be decent enough credits. And like I said in one of my previous videos, I run these matches, or I run these PvE events repeatedly because you can clear anything from 100 to 200,000 credits. It's fairly mindless, but it takes between 10, maybe 20 minutes each, depending on how long the scenario is. Some of them are longer, some of them have a higher success rate than others. Last week's PvE event was shit. Didn't enjoy that. This one's much better. This one's easy to complete. Difficult to 5-star, but a 4-star is fairly easy. We've lost one cruiser already, and that was the Leander. He was with me in the Anshan earlier, and something probably punched a hole in him, and he's now no longer with us. So the Anshan goes to the gap there in F4, and I'm moving up for the gap in D5, D6, and we should start spotting NPCs as they spawn soon. Right, secondary tasks: destroy battleships Fury and Domo, destroy the enemy's first and second reinforcement groups, so there's 4 ships that you have to destroy, and do not let the enemy reinforces enter the haven, and the haven is obviously that anchor area there in A8. So I check how much speed boost, is it doing any damage or nothing? No. One of our battleships is finally turning towards us. I've got the I think it's Johnny turning with me, and the rest of the guys are heading straight up that little canal. Alright, second enemy reinforcement group is approaching. Right in the haven, one spawns. Ulrich, and that's not one of the NPCs that we have to worry about. There is the first NPC, and I've got to sink that battleship. Right. And I see ship behind me has started already shelling towards them, and that's usually quite good. I'm quite happy if they start shelling. It means that NPCs, and your programming targets them. I need to get to within 8 kilometers and launch my torpedoes. So, first set of fish away, narrow spread, second set of fish away, and that's a wide spread, and hoping that I should hit one. I suddenly notice I'm being targeted. Ouch, okay. I set a fire, and the enemy uses his repair party immediately. That means should I hit or set another fire, it'll burn for at least a minute, minute and a half. And I see he has turned completely. He has avoided all my torpedoes. You bastard. 40 seconds left for torpedoes to reload. So I decide, alright, I'm going to send shells towards him. Set a fire, and as you can see now the fire is burning. I've got to worry. There's 2 other ships shooting at me. I've got to be very careful here. Make a sharp turn. And I take a big hit. Lots of damage. I use my repair party and I smoke up immediately. 500 hit points left. I'm in trouble. I decide, you know what? Torpedoes are almost ready. Reverse a little bit. Widespread. Wait for him, see if he's changing. No. And there we go. Narrow spread. And I see Willem has taken care of our Anshans. I'm the last destroyer left. Really? Really? Sent all those torpedoes up there. And the Anshan, in his death throes, managed to take care of that battleship. Alright, destroy battleships Fury and Domo. One is down. And I look at the smoke. I've got 44 seconds left in smoke, but I got 33 seconds left on torpedoes to reload. Might as well stay in the smoke. See if I can get some torpedoes going. Enemy destroyers right on me here. Hopefully won't detect me in the smoke. 20 seconds left for the torpedoes. I'm wasting a bit of my engine boost, unfortunately, but I cannot move out of the smoke. I cannot take a chance. The moment they see me, I will be done. So, 3 seconds left on torpedoes. Start firing. Maybe I can set a fire. Alright, narrow spread is out. Wait for the next reload. Other tubes are reloaded. And I send a widespread. And I've got 9 NPCs focusing me. What I didn't see was an A5. There's a battleship that spawned right there. And it's Karlsruhe, and he takes care of me. At least I set a fire. I'm on 96,000 damage, and I'm watching my torps. I'm watching my torps. Go, 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 fish, go. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Thank you very much. 3 hits, 2 floods. 130,000 damage. Now all the team has to do is possibly destroy some of these support ships, but more importantly is get into the evacuation area. I look at this battleship of ours, Russian tier 6, what's it, Soyuz or something like that, and it's taking a bit of a beating. Oh sorry, Ismail. I don't know where I got Soyuz from. So this Ismail deal fires, and he's bouncing a lot of shot from the small destroyers. Obviously the deck armor being quite effective, but he shoots towards the cruiser there, which takes a big beating. He's probably quite scared that the cruiser is going to get into the safe area, but we've got enough ships in the safe area to take care of it. He needs to worry about everything at the back shooting at him. There's a lot of NPC torpedoes in the water trying to sink him. And you'll notice, look at his health, 14,729. Now he's popped his regeneration, his repair consumable, and all the small stuff is flying or bouncing off. It's only the enemy destroyer, cruisers and battleships that are getting him. Unfortunately, his luck is about to run out as the 4th wave spawns, and there's a battleship 3 kilometers from him, and that's going to put the hurt on him badly. And this is the problem if the whole team comes up this channel here in the 8-9 line, because then there's not enough varying targets for the NPCs to focus on, and if you're a battleship like me and the other destroyer found out, they'll target you instantaneously and then start working on the rest. So he has 1,500 hit points left. He is burning without the ability to put out the fire, and he will not make it. Valiant effort, rock and rod 2. But our Beduni and our Pensacola is almost in the safe area. We are going to get 4 stars. 2 of the 4 enemy ships in the 1st and 2nd reinforcement group are still alive. Sometimes you've got to accept it. Nice camo, Pensacola. That was from the space event. Somebody spent some money. And there we go. Operation completed. As I said, easy, 200,000 credits. It's not difficult. I didn't even run a single speed flag, torpedo flag, or anything else. And there we go. 4 stars. Like I said, we didn't get the 5th star. Okay, 194,000 coins. Let's have a look. 147 profit, and that's without any flags. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. We'll play some World of Warships, Division 2, Apex, and World of Tanks soon. Take care.